James Justice.
And I'm Darlene.
We are at Architectural Justice. Architectural Justice is a collection of artisans, designers, sculptors, woodworkers, all under one roof. We've been in business 33 years now.
Our days are always different. And really every day is perfect because I'm with him, so that's nice. But it was a good one, huh?
Yeah, very good.
So we're working on several areas of your home right now. We've already done the kitchen, the dining room we're working on, the new study that we're going to be doing, your master bedroom, and then the bathroom.
Both of us are really passionate about studying architectural styles and trying to incorporate some of those old styles, classical, into our designs. That stone comes out of Brazil. It's a quartzite, so it's a very good choice for a shower.
What's not to love about that? It's beautiful. And he's amazing. I mean, he comes up with all these great ideas and everybody thinks he's nuts, but then we follow through and make something happen, so it's kind of exciting.
This sink here we created in our granite shop, and what we did here was we mitered this front corner to create the look of a farmhouse sink. But we wanted to look a little more modern, so we used a sleek granite, and we undermounted a sink but left a reveal so that these cutting boards could slide in and different accessories can go in.
Floating shelves are really happening right now, so we did a different take with the sliding barn doors. So these are really cool. We have the floating shelf idea. A lot of people are getting rid of their upper cabinets now and going this route.
Our metal shop did the frames and handles, and then what we took was just a gas line at the top, and then this comes off and we used a normal bearing at the top, as you can see. Then the table here, we created this. We actually cut the slabs with our sawmill. This is a white oak, and it had the split tree with the ingrown bark, so we decided to leave that. We plasma cut these out of steel, so these will be the connectors that we use. Was very interested at an early age in building. My mom encouraged me to take a small kitchen remodel job. I mean, I was in high school, and I was already, building walls in the basement. I built my room in the basement, and I was a terrible kid too. So she had the confidence like she should. Well, I guess only a mother could have, So she'd take me to the store and say, "What do you need?" I had no idea. I'm buying all this stuff, go home, build a room. So she had a friend come over and saw that, he wanted a kitchen, didn't want to spend any money. So I'm like, I think I can do that. And every year it was always, what tools can I get for Christmas? Here we are in the metal shop. This is our cast stone shop. Here we are in the granite shop. So this is where we do a lot of our custom finishing. Here we are in the wood shop. This is the one part that I miss now that I'm more in the office. I used to work back here every day, and we put all the glass in the back so we get all the natural light in. And we've added a lot of equipment, and we can really build just about anything back here. My first love was the woodworking. I enjoyed that. It was easy. We added a granite shop, metal shop, cast stone shop where we make molds, and also we've added a sawmill. We want to be in control of every discipline of the job, so there's nobody to look at but ourselves to get things done. These pieces of walnut were found in a barn. They were in the barn about 30 years. So we're gonna create a writing desk out of this. Then also out of the other slab, we're gonna create the drawers and the legs. We do so many things so different than other contractors because we have all the shops in-house, we make everything in-house. A lot of our designs have gravitated towards mixing natural materials. So we mix metal and wood in our cabinets. We inlay granite into our live edge tables. We use metal and granite in some of our shelving units. We can mix these disciplines and put these pieces together that have many different materials in them, and it just makes them so much better and different than what you see out there. This piece here we cut on our sawmill. That's a piece of white oak. We dried this one really fast, and it opened up in the knots and opened up in the grain. So we did an epoxy infill here, and we actually used some of our granite. That's the pieces that are in here. This is mica. So we have loads of this that we use for different infills, so you can see how that's in that epoxy. We love using a lot of high-tech things like our computer controlled. We have a robot that cuts our granite. We have a computer controlled plasma cutter for our metal. We have a computer-controlled cutting for our wood shop. So this here is a state-of-the-art piece of equipment. We do laser templates in the field, and we shoot all the walls and countertops with a laser. And if they wanted to, they could wirelessly send the image back here. And if we had the slab ready to go, Jay could download it, and this saw would start cutting before the templater ever left the client's home. So it's pretty neat technology. Right here we combined some materials. We put the maple with the granite. So we decided to create a dovetail joint here. And then also we created the metal sides. We welded some castings on and created the legs. And then here we plasma cut the sides to create the sides of the drawer. Then also created an organizational drawer to keep everything in its place. Our artisans can hand cut dovetails, which is great to watch them do that. Our metal artisans, to watch them hammer metal is awesome. And then in the granite shop, to watch a guy hand polish a piece of stone and see this beauty come out in the stone is great. When they're polishing with this, they have to know when to start and stop with each pad. If they go too fast with the first pad, they won't realize it until they get to the end, and there's some scratches that they'll have to go back and repolish. So I mean, they really are artists that a lot of times too, like this stone is hard here, very soft here, goes back to hard, very soft. So as they're polishing, they have to adjust their pressure or else they'll leave divots in the stone. We play with a lot of custom finishes also, bronze finishes, brass, copper, and so we do a lot of faux finishing too, and just always trying new things and seeing what we can do that's really cool. All right, so Tim, we're gonna do some inlays with copper on this. So this here, we'll pattern route that down in there. Okay. And so this shape, you have a pencil?
Black.
Yeah, we can blacken it. And then maybe we can come up a little further and maybe follow the grain line here a little bit. We're really serious about timelines and hitting those and putting the proper amount of crews and resources to their jobs. Usually projects are short timeline, but we meet weekly with production and we make sure that that project's complete when we say it's going to be complete.
There's a process that goes into all of it. And so all those decisions have to be made, and all the behind the scenes, ordering all the materials and getting the drawings done, and all that has to go into production for everything to happen on time.
So a lot of times Darlene and I are last minute, all hours trying to get these finishes done. We have probably 20 different finishes to choose from on this. You know, we never know where the next day is going to take us. We have such a great group at our work that it almost has become dangerous because it allows us to dream and go in new different directions, which is get us in trouble. So this is a teak root from the Philippines. We bring in some containers of very unique pieces of wood and tree roots and tree slices that are really large and unique. This one's been whitewashed. This one we use Lumex. It's a translucent granite here that we use. And then we put one of those lifts in here. It lifts up to expose the bottle and then also some wine glasses. We are very lucky. We have such a great support group around us. It allows us to really design and hand off and get help from so many people around us that we can really do what we love to do and branch off into all these new areas.
This is our second location in Strongsville. It's just a multi-concept space, a gallery and a cafe. We do cooking classes, culinary classes in our marble kitchen.
You know, my grandpa said it best, your name goes out ahead of you. You know, you can trust architectural justice because I've been in business 33 years and I realized that the most important thing is if you make a promise that you keep that promise.